Hey, welcome to another episode of Lamborghini TV. Today we're going to be changing the transmission fluid in both pre-LP 2004 Lamborghini Gallardos. We put the wrong transmission fluid in. Both transmissions are making funny noises. So we're just about to drain the fluid. There's a bolt right underneath the transmission here, and then a side vent. Let me see if I can see that bolt right up here. What Frank and I did, we put the wrong fluid in the cars. We put Royal Purple 75W90, and that's for LP models. Ours are pre-LP, so they take like an MT90 weight. I believe it's a GL4, and the fluid Royal Purple is a GL5. I don't know the difference, don't ask. We got the proper fluid from Volkswagen today. Spent about $420 on 10 liters of the fluid. But yeah, this is the process.
So you use a 7/8 wrench and you want to crack out the vent. And it's got a crush washer on it, so sometimes it's hard to crack.
Alright, so we got the bolt off, a little bit's coming out. But again, that's just the overflow hole. And then this main one right here, that's the one that all the fluid's going to come out of.
So now that the overflow is open, we're going to crack this one here. It's 14 mil Allen wrench. So we're going to open this up and this will drain the fluid out.
Our next thing to do, there's a transmission filter right at the back of the car right here. 8mm socket, and then you gotta kind of grab a vice gripper and just kind of jimmy it out a little bit. So there's your filter there. Just check it for metal and debris and get it off. If there's a bunch of metal shit on there, you're screwed. Filter out, pop it back in right away. I mean, it's the point of keeping it out. I don't know, maybe 200 mils of fluid came out of that area there, so it's pretty important to take out. And just press it back in, you should be good. So once you drain all the fluid out, then you get to the top of the engine. Now in between both intakes, there is what?
Small vacuum line right here.
So, oh yeah, there's the vacuum line, so you gotta take that out.
Reach under, you're gonna pull that baby out.
So that's what we're talking about right there, that shiny part. We just pulled the vacuum hose off of that. Okay, so right there in the center, there's a 7/8 bolt. That's what you're looking for, and that's the fill for the transmission fluid. All right, it's kind of hard to see, but it's right down directly in between the two intakes. So once you have that lined up, you can do this before or after, but this, the right side air intake box has to come off. Or if you have another extension to put on here, then you don't. We don't have another extension, so we're just gonna take that box off quick. Once you have that cracked off, just unscrew it, and then you might be able to reach down the center and grab it. If not, you can put your arm behind underneath the air box and grab the bolt that way. Pretty dirty down there, so just be careful not to get any dirt and shit in your transmission. But you feed it down and you get a friend to hold it. All right, and then we're using this stuff, 1 liter, just to flush it all, the old stuff out. So this is a $50 flush right now. This is the transmission fluid we're using. Volkswagen gear oil G052171A2. Once you do a little transmission flush with the good oil, you're gonna go back under, and you're just gonna put the bolt back in, and with a new crush washer, as well as the side vent bolt. All right, now what you're going to do is just reverse the process. Put the 7/8 bolt back in the top of the transmission. It is a bit of a challenge to get that down in there. I can see if I can lighten the the aperture to see. Nah, you can't really see. It's down there, I assure you. It's the only 7/8 bolt on top of the transmission. Get it?
Yep.
Oh, fuck, the aperture's fucked.
Might be a little crud in there with it, but she's in there.
Alright, there might be a little crud in there, but it's in there. And on the internet, a guy has like a little coat hanger or wire that feeds the bolt down. You can do that, or it is possible, like you just saw, to stick your hand down there and put the bolt on. Alright, so I had a little bit of issue with my car when I did it. I stripped the bolt. I'm going to put a little picture of the bolt, the plug I should say, here. 2 days later, have the bolt plug by Audi installed in the car. Alright, so that's the transmission fluid change on 2004 Lamborghini Gallardo, the pre-LPs. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you like the content, and we'll see you on the next one.